Welcome to Inside the Dam, located at Minot State University and filmed here live at the Hardin Hall Studios. My name's Ramon Duran. I'm joined here by Noah Fredrickson. Noah, go ahead and tell us what we have for today.
Yeah, we got some great interviews coming today. Some Minot State athletes have taken time out of their day to come and speak with us. We're going to hear the latest on Minot State athletics. High school sports is really heating up, especially the football season and volleyball season. Then we're going to hear some more regional stuff. Timberwolves start tomorrow night, but we're going to send it over to Ariana. She's got our first student athlete.
Thank you, Noah. He ran his personal best of 8K, but also helped the Minot State men's cross country reach 4th place. I'm here with senior Grayson Bonilla. Grayson, we're happy to have you here. So tell me a little bit about this personal best that you did this past Friday, October 11. How was it for you?
It was a nice day to race, but it wasn't my personal best. I actually ran my personal best about the year before at the same course, but they deleted those meet entries, so all of our personal bests have been completely reset as a result. So although it was my second best time at that course, and is the best time that I got this season. So it was a nice day to compete, though, and I'm hoping to get my all-time PR this Saturday for our conference meet here in Minot, and it'll be the first time that we've hosted a meet since we've gone Division II, so I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, well, thank you for the clarification. So what is like your best time at the moment?
Right now, for my 8K PR, it is a 25:57, I believe. Give or take a second or two, but I believe it's 25:57.
All right, well, that's excellent. So you're running as well this upcoming Saturday at the Soares Valley Golf Course, and it's going to be hosted by Minot this time around. How are you feeling about this? Is there any pressure? Like, what are your expectations?
I'm not really feeling any pressure at the moment. It should be a nice day to run, so I'm expecting it to be a fairly fast course since, from what I've heard from the high schoolers that have done a modified version of this course, in the past, it's usually without the hill. It's usually a very fast course, and I expect the same for the 8K. So I am kind of expecting it's going to be a very fast course, just because the entire conference is there. It's the last 8K of the season, and it's the last chance for everyone to do well, score points for their teams, and just give it the all. And I'm hoping to go out with a bang for this last 8K race of my collegiate career.
Yeah, well, I like that you're very calm and confident. So tell me, when you're not out running in the field, what is something that you like to do on your free time?
Oh boy, okay. When I'm not busy in the lab or at the moment having to deal with organic chemistry, I usually just like to, oh geez, what do I like to do? I usually just listen to music these days to calm my nerves down and like relax from the long day. Ideally, I like to just have time to like cook with a new recipe, see what I can do with that, or maybe call one of my friends or family from back home and see what's going on with them, because I am a long way from everyone and everything that I knew before I came to this college, so I like to keep in touch with people.
Yeah, well, I also like trying new recipes. Is there any recipe that you have tried lately, something you like?
I tried my family's frijole recipe, and that's been turning out nice this last few times, but that's about all I got.
How nice. Well, that was Grayson Bonilla on men's cross country. Best of luck for him this upcoming Saturday, and I hope it goes great. Back to you guys.
Ariana, thanks for that. Grayson, best of luck to you, and you can check out the men and women's cross country team this Saturday for the NSIC championship in Minot. But now we're going to go over to Siri, who has more of sports.
Thank you, Ramon. Hello, Noah. Hope you guys are all having beautiful days. So for MSU Sports, I'm going to be a little biased and start with women's soccer, who had a successful weekend, earning 2 more wins and shutouts against Bemidji State University and Minnesota Crookston. The Beavs were able to beat Bemidji 1-0 with an early goal in the first half scored by captain Yossi Villagrana. The Beavers then played Minnesota Crookston, where they won 2-0, where the 2 goals were scored by Manuela Pacheco and Ana Mioto. Women's soccer will be on the road again this weekend against Concordia St. Paul and Minot State University. Moving on to football, the Beavers were on the road this past Saturday, also at Bemidji State University. The Beavers fell short 21-9 to Bemidji with Evan Levitt, who ran for 57 yards and 1 touchdown. Coach Shields noted that our Beavers defense played well to give the team a chance, but struggled more offensively. This Saturday, the Beavers will be at Minnesota Duluth, where they will play the Bulldogs. Men's hockey got redemption against Ohio University as they won last Saturday 4-2. The Friday before that game, the Beavers lost to overtime to Ohio 1-2. Beavers had more goals scored in this weekend series, where the goals were scored by Logan Rands, Matt Egan, Jay Buchholz, and Reese Henry. The next game for the Beavers will be at U-Mary this Saturday. Good luck to all our Beavers on their next games. Ramon, so you pay attention to women's soccer?
You know, I have actually attended a couple games, so
Oh.
but I haven't completely been. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been completely updated on all the sports, but sounds
Okay.
like it's going pretty good, especially your career.
Thank you.
With being a goalie and everything. But we're gonna head over now to my guest today, who is the senior team captain of the men's hockey team. He's also from Fargo, North Dakota. He had the game-winning goal and assist this Saturday, which was a 4-2 win over number 4 Ohio University Bobcats. Mr. Jay Buchholz. Jay, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So Jay, take me through the game. How was your preparation before the game?
I think we try to keep the preparation the same. Treat every game like it's a national championship and it's a win or go home. So I think we had that mindset coming in this weekend, and with a tough loss on Friday, I think we really locked in for Saturday's game.
Absolutely. So how are you feeling like during the game?
A little beat up. It got a little physical during that game, but those are the type of games that we love, and I think the fans love as well. So once we get the fans into it, I think it's smooth sailing from there.
So like I said, you had that 4-2 win on Saturday over number 4 Ohio University Bobcats. How are you and the team feeling after the game, and kind of how did you guys communicate with each other after that?
We were pretty happy. Obviously, a tough loss on Friday night, and especially for a home opener, we really wanted that one. But we kind of put that past us, and we really knew that we had to come back and win on Saturday.
So how exactly did you guys bounce back after that Friday loss, you said, and what was some of the things you guys talked about in order to motivate yourselves for that big
I think
win?
we had to stick to our game plan. Friday, I thought we did a very good job. Kind of got away from it at points, but Saturday we really focused on the D zone and started scoring a couple more goals.
So you played for the ACHA team for the United States in 2023 at the World Cup of University Hockey in Cardo, Romania. How exactly were you selected for that team?
I just got a phone call one day, and they asked me to see if I wanted to play for the team, and putting on the USA jersey, I think it's a no-brainer to say yes to that. So that's how I got the phone call.
So you took the trip over to Cardo, Romania, like I said. How was the experience playing in Romania?
Pretty
different
great.
from here?
A lot different. Obviously, you see in soccer games they have chants going on the whole game, so it was kind of like that. And that was the first time in Europe, so it was definitely one I will remember.
And how was the competition over there?
Very good.
Yeah, I bet. So you were also named to the 2025 United States National University Team, which will compete in 2025 Winter World University Games in Torino, Italy. So how was the selection for that team? Pretty similar to the previous?
Yep, pretty similar. It helps that our head coach is going to be assistant coach there, so got a phone call from him, and yeah, another easy yes to go over there.
So I know that's another year from now, but what are you kind of looking forward to for that trip?
Obviously, some of the same guys that were on the past team will be on that, so I'm excited to see a couple of those guys. And again, going to Europe, any chance I can get, I'm going to take it.
And I assume you've been playing hockey for a long time, so how does it feel to, like you said, represent your nation and your country?
Yeah, I think that's a goal for everybody. You see in the Olympics, people being able to run or play basketball and hockey, and I think that's just an opportunity any American is going to take.
And what's next for you after MSU?
Hopefully get a job. Not really too sure where yet, but that's my main goal.
All right, Jay, well, I appreciate you joining us today. This has been Jay Buchholz of men's hockey. Now we're going to send it over to Owen, who has more on high school sports.
Yeah, thanks, Ramon. A packed week of high school sports in North Dakota got kicked off by an intense second edition of the Minot High Minot North volleyball rivalry. We're calling it the 16th Street Showdown. It was a classic on Tuesday night. First two sets of the match were clearly going the way of the Minot High Majettes, winning each set by a 25-14 score. But at the start of set three, it seemed Minot North's alarm clocks finally went off. The Sentinels convincingly took set three followed by a 26-24 win in set 4 to set up the 5th set. An energetic Sentinel Gymnasium was roaring as the Sentinels started out with a 4-0 lead, and they'd keep the momentum all the way through the end of the match, picking up a dramatic 3-2 victory. It was the school's first ever win over Minot High in a team sport. There was a lot to celebrate for the Sentinels on Tuesday. The 3A and 2A schools got the gridiron to themselves on Thursday night, and the area teams impressed. Minot High's offense was good, but the defense was even better against Bismarck Legacy, as they kept the state's second leading rusher Yusuf Jama under 20 rushing yards and even scored 2 defensive touchdowns in the first half as the Magicians cruised to a 42-7 win over the Sabres, a win that secured the Magicians' second consecutive WDA football championship. Minot North had their work cut out for them on the road against Jamestown, but the stingy Sentinel defense held the Blue Jays to just 7 points. North has allowed a total of 20 points in their last 3 games combined. A solid rushing attack on offense was enough to come away victorious 25-7. The Sentinels will face Valley City here in Minot on Friday night with the Class 2A West Region title on the line. In Single A, Surrey picked up their first win of the season behind an MVP-like performance from Noah Thiessen on Wednesday night. The junior wide receiver and defensive back caught 3 touchdowns and ran in 1 more on offense before adding a pick 6 to his resume in the same game to grow the Mustangs' lead and eventually pick up the 38-16 win against Nedrose. There was a senior night celebration in Velva on Friday as the second-ranked Aggies raced out to a 27-0 lead after 1 quarter against Del Lacs Burlington. By the end of the game, nearly all senior skill position players had scored a touchdown, resulting in a 56-6 blowout win. The Aggies secured the number 2 seed in the playoffs next week, and they'll face Southern McLean in the first round. This past Saturday marked the beginning of the 9-man playoffs and the end of the 6-man season. 6-man state championship day was held in Minot over the weekend with partial North Shore Plaza taking 5th place honors, Center Stanton finishing in 3rd, and the Trenton Tigers taking home the title of state champions with an incredible second-half defensive effort, defeating Drayton 76-50. The win marked the first all-time football championship for the school. Lastly, South Perry Max will make history next Saturday when the Royals host Mohall Lansford Sherwood. South Perry will be participating in their first ever playoff football game after clinching a conference championship 2 weeks ago. Well, the 9-man playoffs, they are heating up right now, just getting started. Single A, 3A, 2A. It's a great time to be a football fan here in North Dakota.
Yeah, sounds like a lot going on for high school sports and sounds like some victories for local Minot teams here. But now we're going to take it to a quick Underwriters break, so we'll be right back. Stay tuned for more Inside the Dam.
Welcome back to Inside the Dam. I'm here with a legend, I would say, here at Minot State. She's good at the job of goalie for soccer. I can't say I'm an expert on soccer, but I'm here with Siriana Gudino. Thanks for being on the show today.
I already had to be here, so works out.
Yeah, it works out fine. So I just wanted to start at the beginning of your kind of collegiate career, so right before you made the decision. You're senior in high school at Ceres High School. Can you kind of take me through your recruitment process and how it all went?
Oh man, that's like kind of a long story, but I can go real quick. So it was during COVID too, so it was like that 2020 time, and so I first got recruited at this 4-year school, and I was like dorming there. It was in Southern California. Long story short, didn't like it, so I went to a JUCO, and I was roommates with like an old teammate who also left that school. It's like, if you want the whole story, just come find me, guys. But so I ended up playing at this JUCO called Cypress College, and I played my 2 years there, and that's where TJ found me, the head coach for the women's soccer team. And I never came for a visit. I just kind of did a FaceTime call with one of the players, and I don't know, TJ was really nice, and like the only person who I felt like actually wanted me on his team, so I just kind of went for it, and so far I'm not regretting my decision, so that's why I'm here.
Because this is your what number year at Minot State?
My second year, so I am a senior.
So you're a senior.
Yeah.
What kind of take us through the differences between a JUCO at Cypress College and now 4-year at Minot State, the biggest differences?
I would definitely just say, like, at my JUCO, I played at a very high-level JUCO, so, like, I got good awards there as well, played some good soccer, but, like, here every team is, like, difficult. Like, even the easy teams, they're also, you can't just slack off. You have to be on your game every single time, where maybe in my JUCO, there was, like, 4 teams where I wouldn't even, like, have to warm up. Sorry, I don't want to say that, but, like, it would be just kind of like that, but now coming in here, like, every single game matters. Even if it's quote-unquote an easy team, you got to, like, still be on your game because it's not going to be an easy win. So just definitely the competition in general and the training. Having a 6:30 morning practice is not fun, but it feels nice to get your day started.
Yeah, so I played 1 year of college basketball at a JUCO, Lake Region State. I did not enjoy my time there, but I see you made it through 2 years at Cypress, so you must have had a little better time than I did. But yeah, so let's talk about the season so far.
Okay.
7 shutouts. Is that a career high?
I'm trying to think of my JUCO. To be honest, I don't know, but definitely a high from last year. Definitely a record so far being last year, and this past weekend it meant a lot because apparently we beat a team that we hadn't beat for like about 6 or 5 years. So it was Bemidji, so that felt really nice, and I like had actual good saves, so like the shutout kind of mattered to me. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. Go me.
And the single season record is 14, it stands right now. Is there any shot that you can get to that number?
I guess it would definitely probably getting the shots the rest of these games. I'm really hoping, obviously you don't want to get scored on, and then hopefully making that conference tournament and just keep on playing and not get scored on. So that record is really, amazing, and I don't know the goalkeeper, but like my teammates do speak of her well, so congrats to her, but I'm hoping to at least come close.
Yeah. To wrap up, what does the team have their eyes set on to end the season?
Definitely just we're a game by game kind of team right now, just because it's so like one game makes a whole difference in your standing. So just right now we're looking for our next game that's at Concordia, but we do have our eyes on that conference tournament, which you just have to be within the top 8 of the conference. So I think right now we are 8th, so it's like we got to just keep it there.
Well, if the Beavers have Siriana as their goalie, they will be just fine and they will win a lot of games. Thank you, Siri, for joining us. We're going to send it to another quick break, and we'll be right back for Noah and Ramon.
Minot State's small enough that you get to experience a lot of good things. You get into radio right away, TV right away, work as a director, a producer, or a talent on the show. It's really fun to be involved doing all those things. We've got the new technical equipment. Everything you work with here, for the most part, is going to be out there in the real world. Neil Roberts is a great mentor. He has been seasoned in TV and radio and able to bring that experience to the classroom, and he's personable. He has a passion for it, and he wants everyone else to share that passion as well. I'm the director and producer of Inside Out. I work with a lot of different people and make sure that everyone's satisfied and everybody's working together to make communication what it is. Over this semester, everybody's worked together and found this rhythm with each other, and it all just comes together. It makes a really nice finished product.
Welcome back to Inside the Dam. Some good news for students with MSU ID. You can get 40% off pizza at our sponsor Papa John's, as well as 10% off menu items from Popeyes, so shout out to them. They went in and sponsored us, and we actually had some Papa John's recently. So we appreciate them, and thank you for their sponsorship. Noah, what else do we have coming up?
We're going to hear some more regional action from Mia soon. She's going to be talking about some Timberwolves basketball and Wild hockey, but yeah, we've had a lot of great stuff on the show so far. I mean, soccer, cross country, and hockey, probably towards the bottom of my list for sports, so I can't say I'm the most knowledgeable. But I had a question for you. So we talked to a cross country runner. You're a track runner. Is there any correlation there?
You know, there's not much correlation. I mean, yes, we both run, and we're running at different speeds. And you know, Grayson, what he was doing for cross country, I could not do that. That's, you know, they're different sports for a reason. So I could not run that many miles. I'm sure he puts in miles all the time. So it's definitely a different sport.
Yeah, I assume so. I'm not much of a runner. I hated track. Never did cross country, but. Yeah, it was nice to hear that for cross country, Minot is getting to host their first meet in, I think he said 12 years. It's been a while.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. I've golfed on the Cirrus golf course before, and that'll be a nice venue for them to run. But yeah, talked a little hockey. You were not very insightful in hockey, are you?
No, not very insightful. So it's definitely interesting to hear a little bit more about hockey and, you know, his preparation for that. And Jay's a pretty accomplished athlete, it sounds like, so it's just definitely interesting to learn more about that.
Yeah, well, Mia, are you ready for us? We're going to send it over to you. I would like to hear about the Timberwolves. They kick the season off tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you so much. All right, starting us off today is the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Wolves season starts tomorrow as they take on the Los Angeles Lakers for their first game of the season, 24 and 25 season, in fact. Last year, the Wolves finished their third in the Western Conference, but would ultimately get taken down in the conference finals to the Dallas Mavericks. The Wolves and the Lakers gone head-to-head in a total of 129 regular season games in the history of in those matchups. The T-Wolves have only won 44 times. However, things look to be changing as last time where the Wolves beat the Lakers 124 to 107. In the first preseason game of the year, the Anthony Edwards-led Minnesota team look to have another great year as they head to Los Angeles for their first game of the season. Tip-off is at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Skating over to hockey, the Minnesota Wild are currently sitting middle of the pack of the Central Division to start the season. So far, the Wild have 3 wins and 2 overtime losses so far this season. In their last match, the Wild took on the 2-3 Columbus Blue Jackets. The Wild would take an early lead in the first period coming from center Marco Rossi marking the score 1-0. The Wild would score the 2 more goals in the third period, making the score 3-0. The Blue Jackets would go on to score a last-minute goal, but it wouldn't matter as the Wild would win the game 3-1. The Minnesota Wild play their next game tomorrow as they are taking on the reigning Stanley Cup champions Florida Panthers. The Panthers are currently 4-2-1 so far this season.
Puck drop in Florida tomorrow night is at 5:30. Ramon, Noah, I'm curious. Are you guys big hockey fans?
I love watching hockey, but I definitely don't have enough knowledge about it. But
And I have actually started hockey this year, so we're going to see if I enjoy it or not.
Good stuff.
Well, thanks, Mia. I'm really looking forward to that Timberwolves-Lakers game tomorrow night. The NHL hockey stuff is making its way, but we're not excited about that yet. But I'm excited. I'm going to kick it over to Grant for our new Talk Tua segment.
Thanks, Noah. So as you guys know, this is the new segment called Talk Tua. This is a brand new segment here on the show where we're going to talk about Tua Tagovailoa, one of the hottest topics in the NFL. Now, to say that he's had a rough season this year is a bit of an understatement. Tua's always had issues with injuries, with something going on the field, a big media buzz. And, it sparked a lot of debate, especially right now, talking about whether he should retire, whether he should even put on a helmet again. But this week 8, we're actually going to be seeing him step on the field, according to a lot of reports. They're going to be playing the Arizona Cardinals. Tua and Kyler Murray are going to go at it head-to-head. It should be a super-duper interesting game, and it should, heighten the dialogue about Tua that we're going to be having. Noah and Ramon, do you guys have any Tua that you'd like to talk?
I love that head-to-head comment. I see what you did there. That was
Absolutely.
really nice of you.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
all right, Grant. Well, thank you for that. A lot going on there. Great new segment. Hopefully we'll see more of it. But for now, we're going to take a quick Underwriters break. We'll be back with more Inside the Dam after the break. Welcome back to Inside the Dam. Well, no, we've had quite a show. We had some different interviews and stuff. What was one of your favorite parts?
I think just overall I enjoyed some insightful comments from athletes in sports that I really had no idea about. I got to learn a little more about soccer, being a goalie from Siri, talking cross country with Grayson, and then you had a nice little interview on hockey with Jay. So I think just lesser known sports maybe to a wide population, it was nice to get some insightful comments.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we had a really great show, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks, actually, for more Inside the Dam.